Greetings, all greetings. I am so excited. Happy Magic Monday to all of you able to join in today. And if you can't listen live, maybe you can, listen to the playback, the replay, the video. That's the great thing about going live on Facebook is you can come back and listen to it. But I wanted to jump in today. First, my name is Imani Evans. I am a master life coach. My hashtag is the barrier breaker and the change maker. But I'm here today talking to you. I'm in my office on my comfortable yellow sofa. So exciting. And I wanted to talk to you about relationship success, whether you're married, whether you're in a long-term relationship. How do you make it work? So I have a theory, and I've seen it play out in successful relationships, about what makes a long-term relationship successful. I want to share those three pillars with you. Now, these are sort of the legs that hold the table together, right? So the table is going to be all your communication, all the tools, but these three pillars are the things that keep your relationship solid. And so I want to share them with you today. And if you log on and you're listening, I really want you to jump in, let me know how you feel, and let me know your thoughts on it. But I'm going to go ahead and get started because I believe in relationships. I believe in relationships. I've seen couples go through really difficult things, everything from infidelity to all kinds of things, and you make it work. Relationships can survive even what seems like something that we just could not survive that thing, and at the end. And then I've seen relationships fall over minor things. But this is the interesting thing. A lot of times people are ending relationships and saying, I still loved him, I still loved her, but, and whatever comes after that, but, so that we know love is not enough. Love is not enough to make a relationship work. So here are the three pillars. So the three pillars are, the first one is a shared or unified vision. So what is a shared or unified vision? I'm glad you asked. A shared or unified vision is something that you all have agreed on as the landscape and destination for your covenant, because that's really what your relationship is, definitely what your marriage is. It's a covenant, an agreement to be inextricably linked so that you are heading somewhere together. Because if you don't do that, living together, going through the mundane day to day, it's easy to get caught up in the weeds. Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? And you can get caught up in the small things, and then what we focus on magnifies. So we don't want to get stuck there. And the only way to not get stuck in the weeds and the little things is to make sure there's a unified vision in front of you. This is what we're working on as a couple. This is what we're working toward as a couple. And that is important. The second thing is, let's get it up here, a shared village. Now, to me, this is really key. What is a shared village? So each person has a group of supporters, your circle, as we like to say, your circle. Who's in your circle? So you should have a circle as individuals, but you should have a circle, an accountability circle, which I call your village, your couple's village, that is committed to the success of your union. They are committed to the success of the unit. That they are not yes men. They do not co-sign madness, but they are there to support you as a unit. These are people who can offer wisdom, support, encouragement. They are the non judgmental listening ears. They are the resource bringers of your relationship or marriage. And this is key because sometimes people who are committed to you but not committed to your unit can be detrimental, and they're looking forward to your success but not your success as a unit. And those people cannot participate in your relationship issues because they don't have your highest good for the unit. And that's who your relationship village should be. And it should be people that both parties believe have their best interest at heart. And now some of them may be your individual friends, but both of you trust them to support your relationship. That part is okay. And then some of it will be friendships that you cultivated as a couple. And I do believe that couples should seek out other couples for friendship. These are people who can be with you through the ups and downs. They understand it like no one else. It doesn't mean that couples can't have friends who are truly good friends, who are single or not in a committed relationship at the time. But it's just to say that one of the things that really strengthens a relationship is finding other couples to be friends with. And that's an important thing. So now I'm on my last one. So let's get that up on the screen. And you might have guessed what it is, but let me just give it to you. It is individual wholeness. How key is this, right? Individual wholeness, that once you get in a relationship, you do not lose your individuality, that you are still a full person who has needs, desires as an individual, and should have a passion that isn't about your partnership or isn't about your relationship, that is just about, what do I want from the world? What makes me happy? Separate and apart from this relationship, how am I contributing to my life and society, and what makes me feel like a passionate human being in the world? Everyone should have their passion, and that passion, that individual passion, should be supported and nurtured within the relationship. But it shouldn't be about the relationship. And that is about the individual wholeness. So I hope all of these things are helpful. We're going to go back through them. We're talking about the 3 pillars of relationship success. What makes a relationship successful is no accident. And it shouldn't feel like the most laborious, arduous part of your life either. But it does require intention and effort. Intention and what? Effort. Intention and effort. So let's go over the 3 pillars once more. We have a shared village. Those are the group of people that support the unit. Okay? These are not co-signers, but accountability people who support the village. Sometimes they're just a listening ear. Sometimes they're there to redirect you. Sometimes they're there to say, you know what, I don't know. Maybe you could try that a different way. Or they're there to offer the wisdom. The unified vision. What do you together agree on as what you're trying to accomplish as a couple? So for some people, it's their children, but that's a shared vision. It's not a unified vision, because you could both have children and not actually have agreed on what that means, how you want to raise them, what's important for nurturing, what kinds of things we want to pour into them. So a unified vision. Sometimes it's a business together. You run a business together. Sometimes it's a high hobby that you're committed to, like running or health or so on and so forth. Individual wholeness. How whole are you as an individual? What as an individual do you bring to the success of the relationship. And once you have that relationship, that individuality should not end. You get to be a whole person who is part of a unit. Now, again, my name is Imani Evans. You can find me at www.imanievans.com, where I work with individuals and couples on these kinds of topics. You can also email me at imani@survivingtothriving.org. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this talk. I look forward to hearing your feedback. I wish you peace and I wish you love.